the days of spray and pray are so over. It's we live in a completely different time, right? It's got to be personalization and customization all the way. And if you're not doing that with the AI tools that we now have available, there's basically no excuses. So when I think about things that would prompt me to take action, it's when it's personalized, it's customized, it's something I'm worried about, it's something that's keeping me awake at night. Or it comes from someone I know, have a relationship with and respect, right? Like, oh, this person must bring something good. Yeah. They always have good stuff to share. So what I think is so, so key is showing up. It's got to be personalized, right? As I said, there's no excuse. But it has to bring some kind of insight or some kind of value as well.
Yeah.
And this is something I've been really focused on with sellers across ANZ lately. How can they show up in a differentiated way? Yeah. And I want to share some stats with you because these are kind of astounding, right? So research was done by Rain Group and sales leaders were surveyed, and 70% of them said their number one priority for their sellers was for them to be able to articulate value effectively. And buyers, 90% of them said they would meet earlier in the sales cycle if a salesperson shows up and is delivering value.
Wow, that's incredible, isn't it? And you think about that in terms of, so I still get a lot of the spray and pray now, and I actually have a subfolder in my mailbox that puts them there, and every day I open up that 150 unread emails and I go delete. I don't even look at them now because I know that I'm part of a sequence. So then I guess to that, how do you then encourage everyone to kind of take that first step in being like, you know what, enough's enough. I'm not going to partake in that sort of behavior anymore.
Yeah, this is so important, right? So your inbox is full of all this stuff you're never going to open. And in research from CSO Insights, of those same buyers who said they would meet earlier, 68% of them said there was no difference in the way people were showing up.
Yeah.
How they were communicating, what their messaging was, probably what the tech they were offering was. It was all the same. They saw no difference. So people, if you're trying to sell, you've got to show up in a way that is differentiated. It's got to be different from how everyone else is doing it. Is it in the medium that you're doing it? Maybe it's a voice message. Maybe it's a video. Maybe you get to know the person on LinkedIn or somewhere else first.
Yeah.
Or your message has to be so compelling. And there are research, science-backed ways to help structure and articulate value in a way that does capture attention.
Yeah.
And that's what people really need to focus in on.
And I think that goes to the second point that you were talking about there is like the bucket where, you know, it's someone that you know and trust. Like how does, I guess for you would probably see this as well. How do you, if I was trying to sell to you, how would I then be able to show up over time to get to know you or you to get to know me and my values for then you to take that? Like what does that look like? Is it mostly on social media? Is it email? Like how do you kind of experience that?
LinkedIn is huge for me. Like I think we're all converts. Like the power of LinkedIn and what that can be done for sales is huge in terms of you getting to know someone and for also you sharing what value you can bring, right? If you are showing up on LinkedIn, you are sharing insights that are relevant to your target audience. That person may not be commenting and messaging you saying, hey, I want to put in an order, but they could be following you and understanding the kind of value that you can deliver. Yeah. It shows your expertise, your level of seriousness, what it is that you can actually bring. So as salespeople, I think that is so huge to be able to do that and specific to the audience who you're trying to target.
I find this topic really interesting, right? Because we talk about showing up in a way that's meaningful, there's value, and you spoke about the importance of engaging with them on LinkedIn to understand them and personalization. Because this is, for me, this is what the whole topic brings us back to, right? Like we have such incredible tools. I don't need to go in cold anymore. I can reference something that I believe is relevant to you based on everything that I'm reading. And if you're not showing up on LinkedIn, if my prospect's not active, I can still do a level of research about the organization to give me a point of view.
Yep.
I just want to understand again from your perspective, what does good personalization look like?
This is great.
Yeah.
It's such a great question. And there's kind of different levels, right, to everything and how personalized you want to be. But if you think of, my background is particularly in B2B sales, and there's a number of key industries that are targeted consistently. How are you personalizing for that industry? This is like basic. If you're not personalizing at an individual level or a job role level, which I would recommend you do, but at least at like an industry level, what are the things that are keeping that person up at night in similar roles in that industry that you can lead with and show up with and deliver something of value to them and demonstrate that you get what's going on in their world, right?
Yeah.
It's funny, like as a part of GT, and I think I've referenced this before, like we did research with CFOs and basically they all came back, know my role, know my industry, know my business. And CFOs or not, I think that any person on the receiving end should have that as their baseline if you're a buyer. But then, and we've spoken about this, how like time is the most important thing in like, you want to show up for that person and earn the right for their time. That's the minimum work that you should do before even trying to outreach to them, because I think that superficial, like we don't have time anymore. So, you have to be quite selective both as a buyer, but then like you said, it's